It's the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Thehumidor.com is the go-to spot for cigars. Really, any tobacco accessories. Just go there. Stop denying it. Stop delaying it. Type in Sports Den at checkout. Get you 20% off. You say you love us. You say I'm not even going to start. I'm going to stop selling this stuff. You say you like us. You say you like hearing us. Go to thehumidor.com and buy something. You buy stuff from them. They reward us every quarter with a check. That's how this thing works. Same thing with Green Acres. You go to Green Acres, tell them, hey, James told me to come buy guns and shoot stuff. Then they reward us. They go monthly. We need them to stay on long term like everybody else. Yes. All kinds of shenanigans. Denny Thompson is headed up to Indianapolis, being chauffeured like the superstar that he is. Like a guy who's seen more than 10 Division I quarterbacks in his lifetime.
What does he do? Like, that's like his new vacay spot. He's always up
no,
in
that's
Indies,
where
mafia, quarterback coach stuff.
Yes, actually, it's the quarterback Illuminati.
The collective, I believe, is the name.
QB
Something like
that's
that.
That's what they're calling it. They're calling them. You know how every villain group has a name.
Like Quincy there.
I don't think Quincy's not a part of this group. Quincy's part of Elite 11.
This is part of. I think this is all 6 points.
Well, 6 points is a part of QB Collective.
There you go.
Collective. QB Collective is not 6 points.
It's actually called Quarterback Collective?
Yes. And this is their collective.
The Illuminati.
From the Soviet Union.
Yes, exactly. They are good. Yes, was it Comrade Denny is going up there with his fellow quarterback coaches, and they are doing God knows what with young kids.
Bohemian Grove, look it up.
Yeah, they're Denny's not as bad. This isn't as bad as the other stuff that me and you pick on a lot, JJ. You know, with little boys wearing the short shorts and the little tight shirts that are glistening with the little helmets, and then grown men are like enjoying
My least favorite thing about all those videos is when everyone's watching one cornerback versus one wide receiver, and like the kid will shake the cornerback at the line or something, and there's not even a pass or a catch or anything. Everyone just freaks out and like runs to congratulate. It's over.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like it because they do like a little cha-cha
exactly,
slide.
Right after that.
Is this the first year they're doing this quarterback collective?
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm looking through. They do have an Instagram.
No, one thing they got
TikTok.
Yeah, they've got
TikTok. TikTok. I think he's Chinese. How much he likes TikTok.
They've got almost 6,000 followers for the first year that they're doing this. That's pretty impressive. It's a lot of Justin Fields though, so I'm curious.
Well, Justin Fields was trained by somebody.
Right, exactly. So
wow, that sounds so secretive.
Right, someone in the collective.
Ian Book trained.
But if one of them,
and he's Catholic too. We all train. We all do. And he is like Justin has to know everybody.
Carson Beck trained by the collective.
The collective, yeah.
He made the IG. He just pulled it up.
He is. Dennis trains him. So the collective trains him now. Dennis doesn't train him.
All the money goes into the pot.
Oh my God! So Dennis is so closet socialist. Oh my goodness! Who would have thought? His dad is shivering right now. He's angry. Hope Pops isn't listening. But he's going up there. That's where they're headquartered at. They're having a big, well, not big. I think it's like 30 kids that are coming up there to get intense quarterback training over the weekend. And then he's going to go and, see some sights, go see a NASCAR race.
Nice.
Do some other things. And, he is well-deserved. Denny, I'm going to brag on my boy. He doesn't brag enough. And I'm so glad you people on social media got on him. Because it's worse when you listen to it, JJ. You know how he got mad at us when we were, right? And he was trying to put words in our mouth? Like, there's no words.
Every night.
There's no words to put in Denny's mouth. A man said, when Miles put the 30-second clip on the IG, and I'm listening to it, and it made me more angry to hear somebody tell Denny, maybe you've never, I've trained 10 Division I quarterbacks. I know you've never seen a Division I player. I'm like, what? Denny should have slapped him through the phone, but I get it. That's not Denny's personality. And that's fine. Don Corleone, everybody knows I love The Godfather. Don Corleone there's only one body on his list, and that was Don Finici in the beginning. That's what got him this one.
And number 2, when it's like a throwback scene. Is that what you're talking about? And he's like,
Yeah, Godfather 2. Yeah, Don Finici. He killed Don Finici, and that's what made him. Once he realized Don Finici didn't have the clout that people thought he did, he murdered him. But who he did have was Luca Brasi. Luca Brasi was the badass. Luca Brasi was the one who, if you mess with the Don, he's gonna send Luca Brasi. Then he gotta find a Luca Brasi. So if anybody out there, I need you to.
I'm gonna have to call BS on your that's his only body, because remember he went back to Sicily.
Oh, my bad. You're right. You're right. He killed the guy who killed his family. You're right. My bad.
But
you're right.
I
You're right.
see your point.
You're right.
He kept his hands clean most.
Bottom line, it's kind of like, sorry, man. No.
Would it shock all of you that as a New Jersey native, I've seen The Godfather once.
Okay, at
well,
least
that's
you've
one more
seen
time
the-
than Denny
okay.
has.
I've seen the season finale of The Sopranos once, and that was just because whole scenes, the ice cream parlor.
Wait, so you just watched one?
Yeah, I just watched the
episode?
finale just to be
That's
like,
weird.
I watched the finale. Only because I wanted to see the ice cream place because my parents grew up in that town,
Oh.
and I've been to that ice cream place since I was a little kid.
That's pretty confusing.
Yeah.
If you just like
Sure,
saw
you're lost.
No, I literally just tuned in just to be like, I watched it. I feel like part of that we can attribute to my grandparents for season 10 of Friends, because they babysat me on Thursdays, and that's when Friends aired. And so, I know, right? I was in the 5th grade, and my grandma literally sat me down and was like, you're going to watch the final season of Friends, and we're going to catch you up to speed so you can tell your
This
grandkids
one's Rob.
you watched Friends.
He's a teacher.
And he's been divorced 3 times. He loves dinosaurs.
Was it 3? I thought his wife walked out and became a lesbian.
That was the first.
I never
Then the
watched that
British
show.
girl, that was a Nolan, I think. And then Rachel, whatever you want to call that. So anyway, sorry, spoiler alert. Point is,
They're having a reunion, by the way.
I know, I can't wait. I feel like that's part of why I have HBO Max.
I'll never watch this show.
It's
Why?
trash.
It's just really good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, so that's a show that I got thrown in at the end, and I was able to handle. I mean, granted, it was the entire last season, but that's why I feel like seeing the last episode of The Sopranos, even though I
Wow,
never actually seen it,
completely
I was like,
different.
completely different.
Sopranos actually shows diversity. Friends is the only show that I've ever seen show New York with one black person in all of their seasons.
And they all have like regular mundane jobs, but they live in this
Like amazing place.
Well, you'll never know what job
Yeah.
Chandler had, and I feel like I have several friends that it's similar to
Yeah,
that.
like
That like
My mother says that.
I'll never know what they do, but
Well,
like
wasn't he
they go to an
unemployed
office.
for like a really long time?
Unemployment's been people been living good off
Yeah.
unemployment for
If they
decades.
made Friends nowadays, no one would have a job.
Yeah.
9225 says he only watched the last episode of Seinfeld and it stunk.
Well, it did. As someone who's seen every episode of Seinfeld probably multiple times over, it's easily the worst episode.
Yeah, I love
They just
Seinfeld.
brought like all the.
I've taken us on a
Okay.
weird tangent from
Yeah.
movie to TV. So
Yeah, we
your
gotta go back.
bottom
So
line,
the bottom line is we need somebody to be Denny's dirt guy. We need a fall guy for Denny. So any of you guys want to volunteer to be the fall guy for Denny, when you see people like doing ridiculousness, we need you to attack those people. Like, I mean, however, like in the constructs of the game. Now, there are unwritten sportsden rules, but I'm not going to tell you the unwritten sportsden
Not
rules.
literally attack.
But yeah, don't literally attack them because I don't want to, take credit for that. Like, I don't-
6984 Friends is trash. Everybody loves Raymond is the best show. Not enough people talk
I
about
only like Raymond's brother.
Honey.
I don't like that show.
I like
Honey.
that take.
it. Honey.
To be honest with
Dude, Raymond's way better than Friends.
you. Raymond's a better. I like Raymond.
Raymond, I feel like was in the news lately though because he was a sports agent, but you never actually saw like what
No, he was a
did.
sports writer.
Sports writer,
Yeah.
but you never actually saw him in the press box. Like I saw that was a
You
recent.
didn't see him at work like at all.
He probably
Right.
was like me. Like, why? I hate the press box.
Well, part of it was
You can't
probably
drink.
yeah, but this is the '90s. You had to go to the
That
press
whole
box,
show was.
right.
They spent so much
Yeah.
money.
They probably
paying
right. They didn't want to pay
his
for the
salary
royalties.
That they just basically did like every scene from the house or his mother's house.
Right, they didn't want to pay for the royalties to go to Yankee Stadium, which I don't blame them.
King of Queens, by the way, better
Great
than
show.
Raymond. Super underrated.
Very good show. Very good show. I like King of Queens.
Anyway, Tebow.
Back speaking of King of Queens, Jesus' nephew signed today. I'm not suggesting anything. People just relax.
He's the
I'm
king
just
of
segueing. I'm just segueing.
That was a fantastic
It's
segue.
like-
Man, that's like a top 10 segue if you ask me.
Segueing into this, but Tim Tebow.
I might have to
finally-
use that. I might have to
Speaking
use
of-
that on the news tomorrow,
Speaking
man.
of King of Kings.
There we go. King of Kings.
No, the King of Queens was better, but keep going.
Right, but I guess if we're using the biblical thing that we are, like he is Jesus' nephew, and now he's officially back to Jacksonville's own. St. Timothy Tebow is now signed to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars are now at 90 players, which is full capacity for their offseason roster.
Congrats,
Shut it up.
Tim.
Yep, there we go. Tim Tebow's back home. He's back in St. Johns County. Well, he's always been there. He's always had his house there, so now he can just go.
No,
out
I
and
thought he
chill.
lived off Kernan.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't
Yeah,
it
he
Kernan?
moved.
Went
He
Kernan.
moved coming back to Duval. He left that Trinity Christian, went east.
He was never
came
really
back.
in St.
Yeah, I
Augustine.
know.
No, he's okay. So he's slumming it up in Duval.
Not Kernan, right?
No, he lives Glen Kernan.
Like off of Kernan.
Yeah.
Yes, off of Kernan.
Oh, wow.
But I think it's off of Kernan. There's a
Yeah.
Hodges. One
Or
two,
as
whatever.
Hodges, yeah, either way,
Whatever.
same difference.
Close to me, Tim.
Jason, yeah. He's
Go
not.
for a drink.
He's not far from the projects. He'll get you a drink. He'll get you some water,
Well,
and
we
then
can
turn it
hang
into
out.
something. Turn it into tequila. Because he's new age. Who's drinking
Because
wine?
I saw him walk in today, and the way that he instantly just makes friends with everyone, it's amazing. It's like, who is that guy, Jones? No one ever heard of him.
No, and nobody will talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
He
about
was
that.
the only guy that was talked to by Tebow today. Amazing. So I know that if we would hit it off.
You want me to tell you why this happens? And it happened when I was a player. But when I was, and this is small stuff, but when I used to train the Jacksonville Sharks, when I used to train the Jacksonville Giants, they were a little bit more, I don't want to downplay it, but they were a little more like a pro team. Like they were competitive, they were balling.
Who is more of the pro team?
Out of the two?
The Sharks.
The Sharks,
Oh, okay.
the Sharks, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it's for the Sharks. Les Moss was the coach then. Les was from Old School Arena, like when they paid you real money. And Les would like really had connections and ties with agents, and he was bringing cats in and out. And then they had a week camp, and I had to do reconditioning for guys who were injured or whatever. So I'm training them, and some of them I already knew they weren't gonna make it because I already talked to the coach. And he's like, "Man, you're not really like, coach, my name is such." Stop. I don't want to know your name. And he's like, "Man, that's real." I said, "I learn your name when you make the team. If I learn your name, that means I have to care about you, and you're probably not going to be here tomorrow. So like, I don't want to make this connection with you and then see you go away." And what people don't fail to realize
If
is,
you were at Jaguars camp, you would say that to Tim Tebow.
well, Tim is okay. He's gonna be fine.
You'd be awesome on
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
But like, I don't want to know who the Jones kid is. I don't want to hear his story.
I don't want to hear that he lives in his car.
Yeah, because I know he's not gonna be here. And it's like then I'm cared. Now I'm rooting for the kid, and then my heart's broken because I know. And then the worst thing about the Jags is who the Turk is a legend. You can't fight this Turk. You can't curse this Turk out. This Turk's name is a one Gregory Jones, who might be the most well-built American in the history of well-built Americans. Like you just got to take it. And you like so now you cut all these people. And I also know that's the 90th guy on the roster probably.
And
That's 54. And Tim's 53 maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
And Tim kept that kid from living his fantasy and his dream. He stopped him from walking in his destiny and his blessing.
You think that's the one?
That's the one. Like that's the reason. Like when they write the book of Tebow and they revise the Bible, we're gonna see this scripture,
The New Testament.
the New Testament. We're gonna see that.
A reading according to Jones.
And Jones was sacrificed on this day, but Tebow blessed him by touching him. He let him touch his garment.
He
Or
let
something.
him be the practice squad.
We're going to talk about Tebow a little bit more in the next segment. We're going to really dive into some of the thoughts. Can he make the team? What is the team? What does the 53 look like with the Tim Tebow? Maybe some backstories, maybe a little skullduggery by Urban Meyer. Who knows? You got to listen in. We'll see you on the other side.
My 8 o'clock, I was going to say, my 8 o'clock was almost everybody in my mentions saying, "Oh my God, he's talking to Marvin Jones like that."
Wow.
Like, y'all don't even know who Marvin Jones is.
Yeah, I was like, that's
Yo,
not
you
Marvin.
saw that video
Yeah, I
I
was like,
posted.
what-
Dude, this guy is very
Yeah.
different than 54th man on the roster, Tim Jones.
Yeah.
Like,
When that guy put that, I'm like, yeah, that's not.
you
that's not
saw the videos on Denny's phone, right?
Yeah, I know what Marvin looks like, and I know Marvin. And then when
Marvin
you
is
post,
elite.
when you posted,
Yeah.
you posted something. I was like, yeah, Marvin.
Marvin elite. Like, come on now.
Y'all all wrong. New girls best sitcom.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you say? I said
Yep.
y'all are all wrong. New girls the best sitcom.
Oh, you
I
did the
know,
one with
yeah.
that Zoe
Yeah,
girl?
yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
there's 7 bridges in this town. Find one to jump off of tonight. Seriously.
Amazing.
Your girl's got your mind fucked up, bro.
Bro, it's not even about her.
Oh, it's gotta be.
No, it's
I know
really
you didn't
not.
watch that on your own. Because I've seen
No, she's
parts
the
of that show,
most, she's the most annoying
and
character.
let me
in the
tell
show.
you, it's bad.
No, it's a great show.
It's corny. It's like,
fantastic.
I can't argue with people like you, bro. You're already too far gone. That's- Oh my god. Oh my god, listen. He would probably like your show because he just said another corny ass show.
I'm not gonna let you do that to Brooklyn.
Oh, here we go. Andy Samberg's crew is in here.
What happened?
They love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Love it.
Oh, I couldn't get into
Look
it.
at that.
Yeah, I
See?
tried.
Good.
See?
It's not bad.
That's a corny show. I don't like the guy, the black guy that's all buff that does the pop blockers. And Terry Crews always in some
Yeah.
some consonant stuff.
Terry Crews.
I forgot what I don't want to say.
People.
I don't like guys who have to all like. I'm cool.
Is Terry Crews
I
in
love
that
everybody.
show?
I accept everything. But when you have to always say something about, or you always do something, now I feel like you're hiding it. Like you should just come out.
Oh, him. You're thinking more of him as a man.
Yeah. It's not him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like Tyler Perry. I can't watch the Tyler Perry movie.
If
I
I,
hate Tyler
if
Perry.
I didn't watch a certain show or movie because of something about the actor's personal life, I probably wouldn't watch any fucking show.
No, it's some of them I
You
accept.
probably would.
I accept some people's flaws. I just don't like Terry Crews. And I hate Tyler Perry.
I really hate Tyler Perry.
But here's where I'm different. I don't like Steve Harvey, but I kind of like Family
You
Feud.
don't watch Family?
No, I'm saying I don't like Steve Harvey, but I respect the Family Feud hustle. That's some good corny laughter. By the way, people like when we did our Family Feud thing, JJ.
Oh yeah.
When we
yeah.
did what?
Like when we talked about the Family Feud, like how Steve Harvey said something randomly sexually suggestive, and then acts like he can't believe it.
It's always like family versus white family.
Oh, it's a race war.
Yes.
It's a race war.
Yes.
Every Family
That's
Feud is a
what we
race
call
war.
it, race war.
I love
It's
it.
messed up.
I love it. What do you want to see? A fucking black family versus a black family? No, you want to see blacks versus whites, bro. Jesus Christ. Everyone enjoys that. It's just normal
It
conversation.
adds a little.
Did you see when the black guy barked at the lady with the boobs?
When who?
Wait, what?
Like it's just so over the
Wait,
top.
when
sexual.
who barked at it?
Like
Steve?
on Family Feud, no, it was a guy, black guy, white lady, and she's like,
Oh,
doing
and they're
something.
facing each
Yeah, he's
other?
like, and I'm like, come on, man. It's so much fun.
That'd be the part I don't. I'd be like, damn.
Sorry.
We lost
Are you
one.
good?
That's the point.
It's not me.
Oh,
You
for the
did, I'm
stereotypes.
Just for everything, you just feel bad. It doesn't matter
If
who
you want to
wins.
see something funny, look up YouTube, look up funniest answers on Family Feud, and like 10 straight minutes of just hilarious.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's another one.
It's
There's
like, what's a three-letter animal? Frog. Alligator.
A 3-letter animal, that's
love
tough.
No. Yeah, like cat, dog, whatever.
I've been a
Was
season
that
ticket
in the
holder
Fast
for years,
Challenge?
making
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
every
yeah,
game
Fast
from West
Money.
Orlando.
I guess it's
I
cat
can
or
love a lot
dog.
of things, never
Yeah,
apathetic.
lady, he's like,
This,
what's another word?
getting
for
Tim
mother?
Tebow,
They
is the
already-
closest I've come to canceling my season
My
tickets.
mommy.
That's a joke when the news
She's
should
like,
be all about
mommy, like 5 different separate times.
Honey.
Oh,
But I think
I
that's a-
watched Family
What do you
Feud.
mean?
Like
This
that
is
guy.
what me and my
Yeah.
girl watch.
You-
I want to listen to this. This is free game by Jay.
Right,
So
exactly.
you don't have to watch that gay ass shit.
For Tebow?
I watch fucking Supermarket Sweep, the
Oh,
original.
because
I
he
used to watch
believes
that.
the
The
first
90s
bag
and
of
80s
Trevor
shit
has.
going on in
The
that show
Tebow
will have
fans
you
will be
dying
chanting for
laughing.
Tebow.
What would you go first?
And
Right,
Family
those fans, like, they're not.
Well, I
Tebow's
would
not a
go
quarter.
first.
Oh,
They're not intelligent
always
football
the
fans, and you
meat.
shouldn't.
Meat,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm thinking meats are pillar.
Or the cheese they go to first a lot too. All right, here we go.
The sportsden brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in sportsden at checkout for 20% off. Also, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Great time of year. It's getting hot, man. Like it.
97 next Wednesday. OTAs.
We're overly.
Yeah.
We got Mia here again to be the moral compass and to give us some. This could be overly masculine show sometimes, and Mia can hold her own and definitely keep us in check, keep me in check, keep me in line.
I
But
think journalistic integrity was what you were looking for.
That's
I
right.
don't know if that was the word, but I don't
Definitely.
know if I actually provide that.
Mia drinks. You know what? This is where I was getting at. It's okay to have a little hacker type drink. Not that one. Not that one.
I had cab last night. Is that a hacker drink?
No, not cat. He's not drinking that. But like, you know, you get you some tequila, some vodka, get a little orange juice, a little grenadine.
What is your feelings on Truly's lemonades?
Oh, I thought you said
Truly.
No,
Yeah.
How about
Truly.
that?
No,
Love
no,
Truly. It's
Truly.
amazing. With Truly something, I don't know what that. I don't know what is that.
It's
Is it a hard?
yeah, like the hard lemonades that they.
Yeah,
I had a couple by the pool. You know,
that's
they're-
cool. When and you're a woman, so you get away with that. Like, but even me, like I like my scotch.
Okay.
I'm not drinking scotch in 97 degree weather.
When you can of course get that at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits,
Exactly.
right? Right.
Exactly. So I'm gonna mix some stuff. I might give me some rum. Like it's okay. Like we're in Florida. Right? We get to do these things. Another guy who's now welcome back home in Florida is Tim Tebow. We've been talking about him. We're talking about it. He is now signed and he's on the 90-man roster for off season. People who like I don't care. I get it. Here is the reason why that the Tim Tebow signing is news and we'll care about it. We're going to get into some of the other things. Pro Football Talk has 3 articles on their front page today. All from the Jacksonville Jaguars. All of them are about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not all of them, but 3 of the, I think it's like maybe 6 or 7 that are here. When is the last time anybody has cared about anything in Jacksonville that much outside of Trevor Lawrence? And I don't even know if we had that many stories about Trevor Lawrence. Tim Tebow jerseys are already for sale. Tim Tebow, I know it will be a challenge, but it is one I embrace. Tim Tebow signs with the Jaguars. Will practice today. Like ESPN's talking about it. Stephen A. Smith is lying that he cares about it. Everybody is pandemonium. Okay, so people want to know. Like I know some people are like, "Dang, James, that was just, like." JJ, do you have the sound about what Stephen A. Smith said? Because Stephen A. Smith, he is Jason Whitlock levels for me. On site when I see you,
He just got back from vacation on Monday, so he's just.
I'm pushing your fade.
Ready.
I'm pushing your fade back further. Let's hear what
Do
Stephen
you
said.
want his what he said about?
Where is Tim Tebow from? Who did he play for?
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
Okay, well, while you're going to do that, just let me know because I'm heated. I'm hot about what he said about that. But
I thought you meant his other comments.
no, but nonetheless, Tim Tebow's here.
Here we go.
Okay, got it. Stop running back. He was a star where?
The state.
And before you say, that's not a mistake you made. He knows.
The standard is the standard, Steph.
Right. Like,
Come on, brother.
Like, you got it. Like, if I'm a Florida fan, I'm irate. Florida State, we don't, again, he got 2 natties, but that's okay. We get our own around here. Like, we don't want that guy attributed to us. Like,
You wish you had Tebow.
I do.
Because I do.
But not after Florida. But
Well,
I wish
no.
I had him out of high school.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely. You know
Dude,
what?
I'd have a Tim Tebow jersey on right now.
Forget him. You know who I really wish we had? I want a person. Headaches, punching coaches, all that. Run me them shit.
If I had to choose between the two, I want the quarterback. Percy, better player, but quarterback's
So
quarterback.
you're right. And I know Danny's not here to defend himself, and we're not going to go down this road again. Even bigger, still believe Herbs owes a lot to Tebow. That's why Tebow's here. Tebow owes a lot to Percy.
Oh, I bet.
The 2 national championships he got, you know who was there? And before anybody tells me this, he was hurt his sophomore year, and that's why they didn't win. Like healthy, huge contributor as a freshman, huge contributor as a junior, leaves as a junior. Hurt his sophomore year, they go 8-5. Tebow wins the Heisman, but they lose 5 games. Percy was a hell of a mismatch on the field. It was crazy. And then to hear Cam Newton talk about him on I Am Athlete with Dan Mullen just drawing up plays in the dirt because he knew he was a mismatch, that's why. But that's not to take anything.
Trash NFL career.
Oh, because same. I'm actually.
Well, I mean, we also just said it right there. I mean, injuries played a factor to some
Headache,
level.
can't smoke weed
Yeah,
in the NFL at that
right.
point. But one of my good friends, and he's been on our show before, is Peter Ward. Similar, Pete Percy's faster, but similar, shifty, dynamic athlete. Pete talks about his time in Cincinnati. He's like, they asked him to do things that he didn't do in college. They drafted him and then didn't let him play to a stretch. He's like, they got me running go routes, digs. He's like, I ran slants. Like everything that Pete ran was in space. That's what the other guys ran. So now you got him in pros. He's a number 1 wide receiver, and you're forcing the traditional roles for a number 1 wide receiver. I bet if we go back and we look at Percy's career, we'll see some of those things. But Percy's not coming back. A guy who's coming back, and we're going to see how he fits in, is it Tim Tebow. Quick, do you think Tim Tebow makes the fit? Do you think Tim Tebow makes it through the offseason, and does he make the and another question is, does he make the 53?
Hit the text line, 641-1010. Do I think he makes
Yes.
it? No. Although I will say this, some interesting news came out of Albert Breer, Sports Illustrated this evening, who, as an Ohio State guy, he's got his urban ties, he's got his urban sources. He referenced that the goal for the Jaguars staff was to have 7 tight ends on the 90-man roster. Even after adding Tebow, they only have 6. That's on the 90-man, not on the 53. I think they're still sorting out how many they want on the 53. And that's why I would keep an eye out on those June 1st releases. If a Zach Ertz is to be released, go unclaimed. I mean, allegedly, we've heard he may not want to come here. He may want to go out back west where he went to school and whatever. But look out for a guy like him. I mean, I think they could add another tight end who has veteran experience, and who's to say that Urban sees that guy. I mean, even another former Gator in Trey Burton, another reclamation project of Urban's. Who's to say you don't sign him off the street? He looks better than Tebow, and he's the guy. And not to mention, he just drafted a guy that clearly they have interest in because he played at Ohio State for Urban. So I think he's a lock to make the roster. The guy they signed out of Carolina, Chris Manhertz, is a lock. And then James O'Shaughnessy, you and I both know James. He's a guy that everyone in the building loves. So that's 3 tight ends that are making the roster.
Yeah, but do you think he's going to play tight end?
Who, Tebow? What other position is he going to play? I heard.
Facts.
I know.
No.
I heard the lunch
Goal
bunch.
line guy.
Right. I
Well,
heard. Yeah.
But those aren't like that. That's what he'll be used for. But those aren't positions.
Let's go back to
Like
the
you gotta slate him into a position. He's not a running back.
Let's go back to the conversation we had on the Sports Den Monday night, which is if this team is to be keeping 7 to 8 wide receivers because Urban's out here trying to field a track team, I mean, therefore, you're not going to have 5 or 6 tight ends on the 53-man. So where do you leave Tim Tebow? I mean, maybe you only carry 2 quarterbacks. Does that open up a potential spot of the 53? Maybe you're not going to carry a kicker and you're just going to go for 2 every time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Scrubs on this roster. They suck.
Right.
Like,
So,
who cares?
so where's Tim Tebow there?
Tebow.
Put him on. Dude, you can give her one of these losers that went 1-15. You're naming all these crappy ass tight ends. Are you kidding me?
But they're not getting because at the end of the day, like, all right, James O'Shaughnessy can actually block. We looked at the stats. James O'Shaughnessy not having played a full.
Not to mention
Right.
historically.
Okay. Let's just like we know that they were tanking. And anyways, you're right. They suck.
Players were
They
trying
suck.
to lose.
They suck.
Players were
Well,
not-
let's also talk about, I mean, we don't have Dr. Swanson on, but historically from what I've read and having so many friends that have torn their ACL, the second year after
Yes,
he's
that was one
recovered,
of the things.
that's when you see the jump. And so that's where I think with O'Shaughnessy, I feel like there's reason to be high on him because he played decently coming right off the ACL.
Well, they brought in Manhertz from somewhere else.
Right.
They drafted somebody. I'm not convinced. Again, I don't think Manhertz a big dude. I'm not convinced that Manhertz, a rookie tight end, and Tim Tebow makes you not a 1-15 team. So like the goal is to not go 1-15 next year as well. But
I just don't see Tim Tebow going out and running patterns and like actually.
No, I don't
think
either.
He's gonna be like goal line.
and I hear what Denny's saying, and Denny, like guys, like even with Denny, that's my guy. But Denny's been a football coach. There's not a football coach in America that, no matter what level, that says, "Oh, I like that guy. That guy is only going to do jump passes." Like again, because on the 53, and I was breaking this down to somebody. So let's just say you go 1 and 2 deep, and not even looking at how many in each position. You got starters and second string. That's 44 players right there. Tim Tebow's not going to be in your 2 deep on anything, no matter where you put him. You've got to have a kicker, a punter, and a long snapper.
45,
Now you're
47.
Now you're at 47. You only have 40. You only dress 46.
Right.
So you already got to knock out a couple of them, and that's not including the fact that you're going to need, like, because of the nature of the position, you need more corners and safeties. I mean, more secondary members. You need some guys that are going to bang around, depending on which type of defense they have. Now, you typically don't have 10 offensive linemen, but you have 8 offensive linemen, 7 to 8, because you need, and they got to have swing guys. You'll probably keep 3 running backs. You got to keep 3 running backs minimum. It's a lot of stuff, but I think either Tebow makes the team, and I think are we good, JJ, or do we got to take another?
We gotta take.
Okay, we got to take a break, but I'm going to tease this right here. What if Urban's bringing in Tim Tebow to set a tone? And let's talk about what that tone is.
Or maybe a standard.
I like the way you're thinking. Let's talk about that.
Oh, Lordy. What is your standard?
You get us up. The standard is the standard is the standard. I was like, woohoo!
There's no way Urban's not gonna have this guy make the team. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Unless he makes a complete ass out of himself during these preseason games.
There's no way they're giving up that many jersey sales.
Dude, perfect. Exactly.
Excellent.
Then he tried to say 500 people buy that man's jersey, bro.
Only 500?
Yes.
Someone was trying to tell me earlier, one of my buddies in Chicago, that like there was some article posted that Tebow's jersey is already like the #1 selling Jaguar jersey today or something.
Of course.
It might be the #1 selling
Today, exactly. That's what I
It's
said.
not
today.
outselling like by the week.
That's what I said. I was like, today it is because by nature of.
You don't think this?
Well, this
whole
morning
week,
on the graphic,
you don't
if you
think
saw it, they had the
Tebow's
number
jersey
0.
will be the #1 selling jersey for the team, like since the draft? Because it will be.
He is not going to outsell the #1 overall pick of any
Dude,
team.
but those jerseys are already sold.
No, they're going to keep selling Trevor Lawrence jerseys.
You guys are crazy.
People jerseys will stop selling when he doesn't make the team.
Right, when he gets so we have a couple on the text line that I'm gonna read off too, if we can.
Oh, God, yeah, you have to. I don't have to. The
Yeah,
text
I got
line.
the text line up here. We got some text.
Tebow's
We have
getting
some
jerseys
text.
bought from
Text line blowing up today.
Philippines.
Like,
He's not really from the Philippines.
He's getting jerseys.
I know.
Dude,
He's
getting
obviously not from the Philippines.
all the charity work he does. He's getting jerseys.
Manny Pacquiao's from the Philippines.
Those little kids
But
who he sliced are not buying his jerseys.
yes,
They're
well,
mad.
The doctors that he worked with are though.
Yeah, you're right. They can afford it. The little kids are making it.
They live. Those little kids are washing their clothes by a river somewhere.
Oh my god, the text line is
All that, like, Nike stuff he does.
Dude,
There's gonna
that's
be a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
Jersey sales from that.
That's what I'm saying.
There's gonna be a ton.
People love this man. I think it's hilarious. That's why I want him to desperately make this team. Why would you care? God damn, y'all motherfuckers ain't going to the playoffs? Jesus Christ. Sign the man. Let's have fun. Give us a reason to watch the preseason
I
game.
think the reason
Hey,
people
yo,
say
now we're
this is
talking.
very Jaguars. Like,
because you know he's gonna play it all
Oh,
3.
exactly. And I haven't watched the preseason game
Yeah, we missed out last year.
in a decade. Yeah, they could put him at every position. Urban would be like, let's see if he can still throw
Oh
it.
my God, he'd be the Brock Holt of football.
Oh, well, I guess since he's 85 means that number 15 is still here to stay.
Well, no, but you can't tip your hand and just be like, Gardner,
You're 85 now.
you're Mr. Tebow in the name of the Lord.
Well, like, what's up with him? I guess you got to keep him as the backup. You might as well.
I mean, at this point,
You're not gonna get shipped.
Well, they have to trade him for, like, if they're gonna trade him, they have to do it before camp, I feel like, if he's.
Who?
Gardner.
Yeah. No, because they could all. I mean,
you don't have to.
yeah, they would have to do it before camp. They gotta hope somebody gets hurt.
That would be.
Like, and
That'll
another, not
probably
here,
happen.
obviously, knock on wood, not here, but like somebody in
Jalen
another
Hurts
camp.
with a broken toe. That'd be
Yeah, what if Jake Luton gets if Jake Luton gets hurt, then they gotta keep him.
Oh no, Jake Luton gonna get the boot then.
Dude, they got
Or
they got
CJ Beathard. Yeah.
Honestly, I
A
think
legend.
No, they need a situation similar to the Jags and Dobbs 2 years ago, but they need it pre-week 1. Like they need like Kirk Cousins to go down type deal, you know?
Right. Oh yeah, like how the Steelers needed Dobbs.
Right.
Yeah, you'd get better value if you just waited for the season.
Well, just wait for someone to panic and be like, oh my God, I need a quarterback. So the Jags gave up, I'm pretty sure, a 4th for Dobbs, and then Dobbs went right back to the Steelers a year later.
We need to have Dobbs back. I got a lot of questions.
About the rocket ships or
wait, didn't they go to
Aliens.
six?
They're
aliens?
saying aliens exist now, so.
Oh, by the way, your boy, after we talked about it on Monday, James,
UFOs.
Kwame. I was like, oh my God, James literally was just telling me about this guy.
Obama did not say
Deloach out here defended him. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
OG Deloach.
OG Deloach texted me Wednesday the link to his new web. I love OG Deloach. I told him, I said, that's the biggest reason I need them to get bench replacement so I can go hang out with Deloach and the boys. Because I'm chained to freaking being here.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Gotta go up there to actually do the cookout,
It's
not
probably
just
like
parachute in, parachute out. But
or it's probably our government.
good people.
Seriously.
Yeah, he was asking me about my boot bag job when he did his.
So you get out.
Yeah, when you hear the Air Force guy talk about it, I'm like, whoa.
He's gonna be empty nester soon enough.
Yeah, that's basically what.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like stuff in the sky.
They're just gonna travel. They're in
Columbus.
Tallahassee all the time.
Yeah, and then they're in Columbus. Oh, yeah. Is Kalen gonna?
Like, dude, you
Like,
think
fire.
you think that they just
I think he's gonna go.
Yeah. I mean, I know he got time last year.
killed JFK and like
He almost.
no, that was
He doesn't
the
like very well.
for the rest of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think he'll play.
Yeah, I mean, freak out. It's just a matter of where. Because what do you guys run? 4-3 or 3-4?
They don't have enough linebackers to run a 4 like that, right?
Which is wild. They don't have enough linebackers to
And
run a
then they
4-3.
fucking
Just
killed the
imagine a
guy.
3-4.
They pinned it on. Explain to me why Jack Ruby would walk up in there and blast him like that. Like, why would he give a fuck? That makes zero fucking sense. What a dumb
Tell
stuff.
us how you feel, JJ.
Well,
What are you talking
seriously,
about?
they really treated Americans like idiots in the 60s, dude. Jack Ruby just walked up and killed him, like, and he's like, well, he was a nightclub owner who was really upset that he killed the president. Like, you expect me to believe that, dude?
People believed anything.
People believe Jeffrey Epstein killed
I
himself.
know, right?
Like, what strip club owner would be so upset if the president got killed right now that he would sacrifice his own life to go kill this guy that did it? Nobody, man. Yeah, or they had shit on him too, or whatever. I don't know how the CIA works. If I did, they would have killed me too.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. Timothy Marcellus Tebow is now officially a Jacksonville Jaguar. The stadium's going to be sold out because he's made the 90-man roster with the hopes that he will make the 53. People realize once you buy these tickets, like, you don't just get the and he doesn't make the 53. You don't get to say I don't want the tickets anymore.
Well, we were talking about this off the air, James. We're seeing a lot of people on Twitter that already want to sell their tickets because Tim Tebow was signed to the 90-man roster. That was the last
Like,
straw.
that's like
Not the 15 losses in a row, not the giving up 200 yards on the ground a game.
averaging 4 wins a season over the last
Nah,
11 years.
nah.
Not the burning smart kids alive.
Signing.
None of
It
that.
was signing Tim Tebow. That was the last straw because, and I quote, because now the first time Trevor messes up, the Tebow fans are going to say that Tim Tebow should be playing quarterback, which is you and I both said off the air, James.
Those are troll accounts.
Accounts, number
That's
one.
Chinese.
No, there's
Russian
some
bot.
really stupid people who believe this, but
Or-
they're dumb.
yes.
Like you should not be. Like you shouldn't be. At this point in social media history, we got to stop being overly offended by stupid people. Like they exist.
Move on.
Yes.
They listen to our show. Like I love them.
It's how we make money.
Like everybody has. Like I don't know. I can only speak for the culture in which I was raised. Right.
Most of our listeners, by the way, are not stupid.
Well, you're not most.
We're gonna read some of the text
So
line here in a second.
that might challenge your theory. But anyways, my point is we all have.
Listen, Mia, you
Yeah.
get to go back to your
Yeah.
other job. all
He's
right?
gotta stay here.
These
We-
people are
yeah.
not dumb. You can't
Yeah.
call our
Yeah.
listeners.
I said they're
We
not
all-
dumb. I said we're gonna read some of the
Okay.
very smart messages
Yeah.
from the text
Okay.
line
We
here
all
in a second.
We all have that uncle that, I've talked to him. I talked to mine today. That just kind of makes you like, hey, come on, man. Like, Mom.
My grandpa.
I called her right before the show. They said, oh, God. Because everybody knows I'm talking about my family candidly. I said, Mom, what's wrong with your brother, man? Like, what's going on with him, man? Like, he asked me the same question 5 times. Like, how many times do I have to tell you your flight goes off at 9:55, bro? Like, stop asking that to me. But, yeah. Some of y'all.
Well, I mean, my poppy's not even one of those people, but he did want the Jaguars to draft Kyle Trask instead of Trevor Lawrence. So listen, love him. Love him. You know what happens. Okay, text line. They will cut Tim Tebow on the final episode of Hard Knocks,
That's good.
using montage of Urban and Tebow through the years and then embracing before he exits.
Will it be like, oh my God, would it be like, you broke my heart?
No,
You
hold
broke
it
my
up like
heart.
a professional that he is and shake Coach's hand and say, still love you, Coach.
That'd be, I would
Make a joke about
Spot
it.
on.
That'd be great.
0034. Does Urban want Tebow to be Taysom Hill, which is a take that I've heard a lot of people reference. I mean, we already are seeing whether it was Travis Etienne or Kadarius Toney, clearly on Urban's wish list for the NFL draft, getting a Percy Harvin type player was on that wish list, is having a Taysom Hill, given his relationship with Sean Payton on his wish list for his roster. He wants all the tricks. He wants his bag of tricks.
Listen.
It
it's
sounds
fine.
like that.
Like Taysom isn't the guy that's keeping the defensive coordinators up.
I
It
know.
was Rupert Breeze.
I know you'll like this one better, James. 0956. We all know Tebow is taking Taven. I can't tackle Brian's spot.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I would if they do Hard Knocks and they show Tebow do Chapel, and each week we see a camera following Taven and they end it and somebody next to Taven gets cut. That would be must see TV. People will tune in.
Or like you hear the coach and he's talking to a player, but you just see like that back of a player,
Right.
and it's like sort of distorted the camera, and like you can tell it's a white guy, but like
And you see a B on the jersey, kind of like we saw
Oh.
Jones today, and everybody thought.
and every time it's
That
That may or may not be my hate o'clock later on. 8107. Tebow is only on the team to pray for Urban's health.
We already
Urban,
made that joke like 2 weeks
There's
ago.
nothing wrong with Urban. Urban's just allergic to losing. That's the only thing that's wrong with Urban. Urban's health is fine. Here is why I believe Timothy Tebow is on the team. There is a standard that Urban wants everybody to have, right?
Mhm.
They have the highest attendance rate that they've had. That's higher than normal, almost 100%.
Of the players currently at voluntary workouts.
Whatever that is. If it was, they could easily just tell us 88 players were at workouts, but they said almost 100%.
They're definitely not.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
DJ Chark's
Yeah.
not there because his wife just gave birth.
Well, I'm
so
saying, it could be
you can
80
skew it any way
To
you
me,
want.
85% is not that far. It's not far
Right.
off.
Do you
That's
think
still
Herb's
good.
allowed him to go see that?
Herbs
Herbs
tweeted.
tweeted it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so-
tweeted like, so proud of you, DJ. This is the best,
So-
position you'll
So you
ever
don't
play.
think they're
Yeah.
being forced to be there? You don't think this is a situation like when Osama bin
course.
Laden would get like, or Saddam Hussein would get like 99.9% of the vote?
Of course they're being forced to be there. Like, not
Like, everything
forced.
is
Like,
cool.
they can leave. They don't have to be
They
there.
voted me in.
Yeah, they don't have to be there, but of course it's like, be here. Don't show up if you will.
At your own peril.
But here's my thing. Everybody knows how much Herbs cares for Tebow. We all know that Tebow is what he says, a maniacal madman when it comes to working out and all this stuff. And I will say, he is really, really large. Like, from those
He was
pictures.
thick in those pictures and the video.
He looks very
Not better than
stereotypical.
Farrell.
Not Luke Farrell. Luke Farrell though is tall. Like,
But like
Tim
Tebow's
Tebow
big.
was-
That's not how big I remember.
Yeah.
That's not the Tim Tebow that was doing SEC Network.
No.
Like
This
this guy's right. This guy's took like it's okay, Tebow. Like lots of your passion.
As long as
We know you take it in
cycled off by now.
Right.
It's fine.
Listen, if it helps you make the team, it helps you make the team. Like, success is
You're
success.
not the only one, Jason.
But the players know I gotta be that. Now, what if players know what Tim Tebow has to be, and Herbs sacrifices Tim Tebow? Do you understand the tone that would set in the locker room? That's like me coming into my son's team, taking out a Taurus 9 milli and blasting my own son.
Like,
When they have a bag. You think I give a damn about
care
you,
about
kid?
one thing, it's winning.
Yeah. He knows every night that the standard is the standard. He didn't live up to it, so he doesn't get to live. What do you think I'm gonna do to you other kids who don't have my name?
You guys would go undefeated.
Like when you talking about selling out, I really think that Herbs, because
Can
it
you
works.
drive me to practice early?
Yeah.
Trust me.
Like, Herbs, like it works out both ways for Herbs. Herbs can like either keep him around as the guy that shows, but when you don't live up to the expectations, this is what happens.
I can take any of you out.
Yep. No, but that's it. That's it. If I can get Tim Tebow off this team, I will cut any of you.
Dog, I would straighten up. Imagine being 53, the 53rd best player on the roster, and you just saw Tim Tebow get cut. Man, you talk about running through a wall.
That's such a great point, dude.
Like,
Even if they don't, and he just brings him in to be like an example of that. This is my standard. Like, you see how this guy works. That's how all of you are gonna work.
if you don't work like that,
Yeah.
you like you think you worried about being number 90, like you won't be here if you don't work like this.
Trevor.
Trevor, you see that? Like Trevor's thinking it's all chummy. La, 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 la.
I'll come in here with my long hair hanging out.
He's liked me forever. He's always said he wanted me, and oh my God, he cut Timothy.
But I go back to the point about the standard is the standard. We go back to if Urban again had his pick, the backup to Trevor, sorry Gardner, is Alex Smith, who was
Right.
the original standard is the standard of Urban Meyer culture. If he had convinced Alex Smith to be the backup, are
think it
we
would-
ever having this Tebow discussion? Is this truly stemming from Urban wants to bring in someone to set the standard?
Oh, I definitely think so.
Or is it truly just, which is my personal belief, I mean, I agree totally with everything you just laid out, but is it also Tim Tebow realizing at age 33 this is his last chance, and he pitched this idea to Urban? Who pitched the idea?
I think the Make-A-Wish kid pitched the idea.
There we go.
Herb wasn't trying to bring Tebow
Herb was
in
not
here,
thinking
man.
about Tebow, no matter what anybody says. This was clearly strong arm.
Yeah.
He's
He's
hey.
like, dude, I know where the bodies are buried. You're gonna let me try out here.
Right.
Which is
You know,
But
it's
if he
like,
had had
okay.
another one of his guys,
I know for
does
a
he
fact.
still bring him in?
No, I know for a fact. He like another.
What do you
Oh
mean
man.
another one of his guys?
Oh, I can't
Alex
think of his name.
Smith,
Hold on.
Percy Harvin,
Alex
Curtis
Smith.
Samuel.
No, it wasn't.
Did
It
Alex
was
Smith
another
win the
Gator.
Heisman in two?
It was another Gator. It was a kicker trying. I forgot during that time. He texted Urban. He said-
Demps?
No, it wasn't Jeff Demps. He was the other guy with Jeff Demps, but he was playing iconic lifestyle. He's playing 7 on old man 707 down in Tampa. Yes, it was Rainy. Rainy texted him saying, "Rainy, I just want to know." He's like, "I'm younger. I didn't have any injuries. I still have a step. I just want to come in and return kicks. Can you give me a chance?" And Herbs is so savage that he has read receipts on. So that's why you don't have an iPhone. So on an iPhone, people who care about others' feelings turn read receipts off. So all it says is delivered on your side.
My read receipts are off, Jay.
You don't know if I read it or not. Herbs wanted him to see that they were read. Like, because if you look at it, it says read, and you get no answer. So you know the person has seen this text.
So Rainey knows he saw it.
Oh, he knows he saw it, but he didn't respond.
And it wouldn't matter if you did or not, me, because I don't have a phone like that.
He has a.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's a green.
He's a green guy.
But it's it definitely was 10. But he would have brought if
But
Alex Smith would have been
right,
here.
that's like-
Alex Smith he won, but Alex Smith has a wooden leg,
It was the
so like he
doctor.
couldn't. The doctors wouldn't let him get. But if Alex Smith like Pinocchio'd his way into this team, like showed that he was still a
going to be
boy.
on this team.
No, I'm saying like showed he like that leg ain't. The doctor was like, nah, man, this man's leg might fall off
We
with a
could be
strong wind.
responsible for his death.
But if his leg was good, he would have been here. And then Tebow picks up the phone call and still does that. He's still here.
Okay, so
Because
you
they're two
think
different positions,
Right.
two different things that they're trying to do.
so you think he would have had both of them as
Right, I actually
his standard is the standard.
Right, I actually think Alex Smith would have made this team, truly made
Yes.
this team better because he would have been able to show Trevor
As a former #1 overall pick, as an urban guy.
all of that guy who's actually like he's not been bad.
Mhm.
He just doesn't have a leg. Like he can actually show like
Right.
Trevor like, hey, this is what.
While
we can do.
also still giving that this
The
is
push.
what
If you don't
Coach
do what
Meyer
you're
wants,
well,
yes.
also like the true reality, like a small one, but a real reality. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, we're here to win games. I can come in and replace you, but this is what we need to do. Tim doesn't give that to anybody. No, he's not starting over any of these guys, but he does give like, hey, this is the energy. He's an energy guy. But people who love to say, oh, he's a locker room guy. Let me be honest with you. We hate energy guys. Energy guys are the guys that are lying to you and yourself because they're suck ups to the coaches. When it's 97 degrees outside, you're period 14, you're tired, you're fatigued, your legs are heavy because you were out all night the night before, and the liquor sweating through your pores, and you don't want to hear, come on, guys, let's go. Let's go. Like, actually, you got that Russell Wilson sound like that. Like, I'm not, this is kind of more so Tebow, like, trying to encourage you. Tebow, I don't want to hear that. I don't need that right now, too. I was out.
Unwavering language, unwavering
I
belief.
our King Hattie, Jahad Ward, he ain't gonna want to hear that.
Nah.
Hattie not gonna want to hear that.
Dude, I've been like, bro, I'm struggling right now. Like, just leave me be. Let me drink my juice. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Like, bro, I got 3 kids.
Yeah, like you can't. Like, last thing I mean, you don't even want to be with your wife right now. I have to actually go to hear her and 3 other kids yell at me after I'm done with practice. Tim, go. Leave me alone. Go to the juice.
So bottom line, is he making the 53, James?
I believe he makes the difference.
Absolutely.
I don't think it makes the team better, but I think it makes fans happy.
It'll be
And it
fun.
makes
Because he has been cut on cutdown day twice before.
He has.
Not
He
by
has been
Herbs.
cut by Herbs. He has been also cut because I brought this up. He's been cut as a tight end. The last time he was cut, that's why people who are saying he can magically play tight end forget that he wasn't any good the last time he played tight end. And that position, you don't like age 7 years and then get better at.
But you
Even
played
if
base.
you've been
I was gonna
training
say,
for 3 months.
or if you've been
Doesn't
playing
matter.
baseball for 5 years.
We've seen how pansy baseball players are with these unwritten rules, and he wasn't even in the bigs. Like I try to tell people, like as a guy, like again, quarterback stuff, I have no idea. If Danny says a quarterback is good, he's good. I don't even. I don't listen to Quincy as much because the last quarterback Quincy told me was good stuff, and Dwayne Haskins. But like I'm telling you, as a guy who for a significant portion of my life ran full speed in other individuals, it is not something that is fun. It's fun when you get good at it, but it's not something that you just wake up and
At
say.
age 33.
Yeah, and at 33, it gets worse. At 23, when I did it, my body was in pain, and it was hard for me to get
This
up.
man's
and
been
move.
resting.
What I'm saying
He's
is,
rested.
one of the things, like right now, if in my mind, I am really good at football. Like, and I don't mean like good, like play. Like I know the game, When I'm coaching, when I'm watching, I can see stuff develop before it happens. If I only went with my mind, I would think my body can do it.
That's Tim Tebow.
The problem is,
Yeah, but look at Tebow's body.
right, Tebow hasn't been, see the thing that people keep forgetting,
He has a house.
he hasn't been hit in almost a decade. It's not the running part. It's not that. It's the fact that Miles Jack might hit you.
Josh Allen.
Like, I haven't been like that. Like, that's the
Big
part
Swoop
that
Josh
got-
Allen
Big-
hasn't caught a quarterback in a season.
I'm not worried about Josh Allen.
Big
you know
Swoop
what?
getting big.
Forget us. Forget the Jags because our defense is actually
Yes,
very
thank you.
friendly.
It's the other guy.
Khalil Mack ain't
Yeah.
playing games, dog. I don't even know if they're on our schedule. I
Uh,
don't know who's on our schedule.
Von Miller.
Who's
Von Miller's
preseason
the
week 1?
Who
We know
doesn't
that.
know? But
Week 1, you got the Texans. They got a.
No, preseason. Because Tebow's going to get hella time in the
They got-
preseason.
They got Saints, Cowboys. Browns are first. Oh, well, look at everybody they just
what is the
added on the
dude,
defensive end
the
of the
crazy
ball.
dude that's slapping people with helmets and getting money?
Miles.
Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
That's real.
Miles Garrett's going to be coming at you preseason game 1.
I'm sure Tebow's shaking in his boots.
Before we head to break, I
He
got to
can
give
do
a
all things through Christ who strengthens.
Like, we're acting like this guy wasn't just running into defenders.
With the
Tackles,
5-year, with the
all he
head
did.
start.
So I do got to give a shout out. If
Yeah.
y'all notice, I'm going to be a
He's
little
not playing tight end.
Instagram detective out here. 2 days ago, Tim posted, "There is always purpose in the present."
Oh, he's one of those.
Recognizing the purpose in the little things we do every day is important because sometimes those little things add up to really big things.
It's not even about
Sometimes we may ultimately leave behind. And what that ends up looking like for you and me will depend on how we live.
He's not going to upstage our guy.
No.
I
So
know,
everyone
no
on the
sense.
text line worry about
Telvin's
that. Please
way
calm
better
down.
than that.
I wanted to give
What
a
did
shout.
Telvin say today before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What did Telvin say?
Travel and tell no.
That's creepy, dude.
Live a true love story and tell no.
Oh, okay. I'm
Live-
freaking out. Don't even
Live, live happily and tell no one.
No.
People
my
ruin beautiful things.
God.
Peace.
No.
It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be in the calm in your heart. Tell this man. A poet laureate.
0692, really a female hacker at night? Sweet. Had to give a shout out before we hit the break. How much time we got, JJ?
Oh, we'll be right back. We got 8 o'clock with it. Jeez, that was so
Savage.
No, not
I had to
hacker.
read.
Not hacker.
Holy shit. That caught me off guard.
Funniest part.
That caught me off
Thinking
guard.
I got
Yeah, I know,
Everybody
exactly.
knows that
It's not a compliment.
It's definitely not a compliment.
Blacker.
No, I know it's
We have
not.
a blacker.
Yeah, I know. He just walked in. He's over
Oh,
there.
is he?
He's in the office. Yeah, he came back from Mr.
Did you
Chubby's.
guys bring me any chubbies?
Yeah, RJ.
No, they didn't.
Have you ever gotten chubby?
No.
Allegedly,
But yesterday he did have a
Rick was treating them.
Next time we come, RJ, or next time we go, RJ, I'll bring you some Mr. Chubbies.
That's hilarious. Our texters are funny as fuck.
I love it. The community is incredible.
JJ, are they this funny like throughout the day, or is it just
No.
the show?
They're different. The morning show's texters are
Yeah.
funny as fuck, bro.
Oh, I believe it.
Ours, well, the morning show has really funny guys, but then they have a lot of,
Old,
Well,
yeah.
You have
well,
apps.
nobody's old that text,
Yeah, fair.
but they have a lot of just like NPC, non-player character, just typical opinion, fucking horse shit on there. We have like off the wall.
Y'all have apps, so y'all gonna feel like y'all get a lot of hate.
Oh, on the afternoon show, it's like a battle. Yeah, and a lot of people agree, so a lot of people won't, but it's like, yeah, it gets.
It's huge.
And in the morning, Jeff will return texts to these people, so will Hack. And they're fucking psychos for doing that.
No, I definitely don't engage. What's that thing James says? You don't have 100 followers.
Like, dude, it'll be like 6 a.m. He'll do a whole segment, right? And I'll look over, pull up the text line, and I'll be like, this guy was fucking texting back and forth like 4 times with this person while he did a segment by himself.
Hacker?
No, whoever is
No.
Ross. Hack will do it, but with a whole room full of people. Frost will do it by himself.
Whoever's up and texting.
Frost is like multitasking.
Like listening fine, but up and texting at 6 in the morning is not somebody
Yeah. Anybody texting radio at 6 a.m.'s got a problem.
Yeah, you don't want to be talking to those people.
You woke up
So
mad at
Fury
breakfast.
Wilder 3 is August 14th.
Wait, is that?
You said Stern Wilder 3?
Fury Wilder 3.
I thought he was fighting
He was supposed to.
Don't
There-
John.
It was supposed to be AJ versus Fury in September, but there was a court case. This is just the most boxing thing ever. A court case that Fury had in the court, that Wilder had for the rematch, because there was a rematch clause. If Wilder lost to Fury, he was supposed to fight him again. But because of COVID, all that shit got fucked up. So they scheduled an AJ Fury fight
Right.
before the court case was finished. And so last week or a couple days ago, it came out and he lost. Fury lost. He has to fight Wilder before September. So they're fighting, and then after that, he's fighting AJ.
I would have if
If it happens like last time, he's gonna get whooped again.
The countdown to kickoff is on, Duval, and we want to see you at the bank.
Join XL Primetime this Friday at the grand opening of Famous Automotive and Tire on the corner of Blanding and Lakeshore Boulevard for one more chance to pick up your own Trevor Town signature headband
while supplies last
with food, drinks, and repair specials.
You know why women love Diamonds Direct? Because they can always get a ring they're proud to wear.
I was able to get everything, the most perfect diamond I could ever want. It's just my dream ring that I thought I would never be able to afford.
You cannot beat the value that Diamonds Direct gives you. It kind of took my breath away when I did see how big that diamond was.
You have to put your sunglasses on to look at this. It's just gorgeous. We're amazed at the quality we got for the price.
But way beyond the ring, women love the Diamonds Direct experience. It's personal, it's caring, it's authentic, and it's fun.
It's people that are pretty much family, honestly, at this point. I'm not even joking. It sounds like an exaggeration, but they're so warm and welcoming.
They were so nice and so down to earth, and we just felt like family.
Very laid back. Not one time did we feel like we were being pressured. Not one time did we feel like we were being asked to extend a budget we did not have.
Just make you feel so at home and you just feel comfortable shopping. It's just a great place to shop. I mean, I love it.
Discover the difference for yourself. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Off Town Center Parkway next to the Hyatt.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you looking to be a part of a company where you feel respected and your efforts will be recognized? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. We're hiring professional painters and trainees who are friendly and have an eagerness to learn and grow. If you don't take yourself too seriously, but do take your profession seriously, you're likely to be a good fit here. Great pay, paid time off, medical, dental, and a company-matched 401k are just a few of the benefits waiting for you at Performance Painting. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting, quality coatings applied with pride.
Hey, do you owe more than $25K on your car, a truck, or that toy in the driveway? Refinance your auto loan with One-to-One Financial. We'll not only lower your payments, but we'll put $200 cash in your pocket. Plus, we have the lowest loan rates in town. Make some room in your budget and put more cash in your pocket when you refinance with One-to-One Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Apply today at 121fcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach is the best local place to shop for your next new or used firearm. Top brands, no lines, locally owned for 26 years with the best prices. Buy or sell your next firearm at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You mad, bro? 1010XL, 92.5 FM. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hate out. Gotta let it breathe. 8 o'clock, brought to you by Green Acre Sporting Goods. GreenAcreSporting.com is the website that you can go to, or you could just go off of Normandy Boulevard to go check them out. They bring you 8 o'clock each and every night. They've got archery, they've got fishing, they've got hunting, they've got guns, they've got anything that you desire for your just wildlife hunting and game needs, or just self-defense needs. They also give a self-defense class each and every day of the week. It's 1 hour. I forgot the price, but it's not that bad. But you're 1 hour in and out. They also have specials on guns. Right now, they're running a special on the Taurus 9mm pistol. Basically, it's $299, but why would you buy a gun and not have ammunition? Your background check, munitions, accessories, your walkout price is under $500. That's not bad to have. It's good enough to defend. It's reliable, per my man Z, who will not steer you wrong. GreenAcreSporting.com brings you 8 o'clock each and every night. You said you had something, JJ?
Yes, real quick. Obviously, LeBron, the king, the greatest basketball player of all time, didn't have a great game. Obviously, came back from injury, but did hit the game-winning shot, had an amazing fourth quarter, played great defense in the fourth quarter, great passes. All around, he won them the game. So, ESPN can't handle that. They can't handle that the greatest player of all time has a game-winning shot. Everyone's talking about it. So what do they do tonight? Go on ESPN.com, and there's a story that has literally nothing to do with basketball, but they had to put it in there. That who is it? Ricky Fowler was playing with MJ, and that's what changed his game around, and that's why he's doing better in golf, and that's why.
So you mean to tell me
they put an MJ story up on the front page the day after LeBron continued to show why he's the greatest player?
They don't want my guy to be great, but let me.
You know how many game winners MJ had in playing games? 0.
It's 12
Enough
hours
said.
later, almost 24 hours since the game ended, almost. And it is still the 5th ranked top headline on ESPN.com.
Disgusting.
And not the first.
And we have like playoff hockey going on. We got
What is that?
another play-in game going on. We got
Nobody
PGA. No, but
The
point is, all of that, and yes, the MJ Fowler is still 5th.
Here's what I'm here. But
JJ,
you
slump buster? Question
JJ,
mark?
you said
Fowler motivated by playing MJ. There it is.
You just said
my
something.
God.
It's ahead of Tebow.
You said how many playing game winning shots has MJ ever made?
0.
Forget that.
Scrub.
97 game winning clutch shots have been made.
Wow.
By one LeBron James, for a guy who everybody says is not clutch. Stephen A. Smith, again, on site, so disrespectful to the King of Kings.
Well, that's Tebow.
It's not Tebow.
Not the King
I'm
of
sorry,
Queens.
he's the King of Queens. The King is not. Nobody's making a chair for Tim Tebow right now. LeBron was on ESPN with a chair. That's it. He said that while LeBron James was really, really good and all that other vitriol that he speaks with, he says it was, he's one of the greatest, but sometimes to be great you require luck. Nobody's saying it's luck when that little light-skinned devil Stephen Curry is shooting from the other 3-point line. They're saying it's skill.
Exactly.
He's using voodoo out there.
How can you say that's a lucky shot?
What is your take, JJ, on Steph Curry? Because I didn't realize there were some Steph Curry haters in this building.
I love Steph's game. I hate his whole
MO,
clean cut image,
persona, and his
I love him on Instagram.
I hate his wife.
I love
hate his
her on
wife bothers
Instagram.
me.
And
It's really his wife that
the
bothers
whole.
I'm gonna have to change my hate o'clock because
The
you guys are gonna.
mouthpiece, dude.
Why does he chew it so hard?
But you know what?
Why does he look like he's in my son's second 2-year-old class? He looks like a toddler.
Here's the thing, though. Both of them, and I tweeted this out last night at 12:30 in the morning when the game was over. You cannot deny that both of them have changed an entire generation of basketball players. With LeBron,
Well,
it's that
Steph has changed the game a lot more than LeBron.
I will
Correct.
never be able to do what Steph Curry does.
Correct. What Steph Curry,
I can drive to the hole and just pound on people. Like I at least have a chance. And I won't ever be as good as LeBron.
Right.
I am not shooting from another planet.
but Steph
That's
has
not good basketball.
Steph has inspired an entire generation.
Nah, you're right.
You go through college, every team has a Steph Curry now.
All
It
jokes
did not
aside.
happen 20 years
All
ago.
jokes aside.
Well,
Steph,
LeBron ended up, and then in terms of LeBron's, how he made the game evolve. I mean, positionless basketball really begins and ends with LeBron James. I mean, he's
an incredible athlete, and it doesn't matter who you are. He can guard anybody. You can't really guard him if he decides to be on. Steph is an incredible. Really, the person who I hate the most on that team is Draymond Green.
Easily.
Like I hate
2 point.
I was gonna say 2
performance
points.
last
I
night.
saw the one basket. I was like, oh, there it is.
I hate everything about Draymond. Draymond
Defensive
serves
Player
no
of the Year
purpose.
finalist.
Draymond is only known because of who his friends are. Like anywhere else, he's out of the
And he
league.
played at Michigan State for Izzo.
I mean, yeah,
and was a 4-year letter winner.
No,
That's
he's
all.
one of the best defensive players.
No,
in the
don't get
league
me wrong.
still.
He's good. I just know if he wasn't on that Golden State team, he was somewhere else. He would be a player that
A
like,
role
hey,
player.
Draymond was good when he played.
He'd be a role player.
We know more about him because of Steph. But
He'd be
Steph,
Tony Allen.
Like Steph, it's not even so. It's just his.
And also, you got to
his
look
life-
at the team around Steph this year too. That's where I think this is Steph's best year because of what he was working with.
You know why I really
He
don't.
literally was with all the kids from the YMCA and some Make-A-Wish kids.
You know who never got. You know who didn't get any credit when he took a team full of YMCA kids or the LeBron. When he's done that numerous times and nobody respects it. They compare him to the guy who's the best. But here's my hate o'clock on it because I know we got a little bit of time. And it is LeBron, but LeBron, you're right, JJ. Ultimate disrespect. But what LeBron has to stop doing is this.
Oh my God.
He's got to stop the over-dramatization.
Are you trying to say that he didn't have the worst concussion of all time last
night?
He said his eye was bludgeoned. I believe Draymond did it, and that's because that's how Draymond plays.
Yes.
He's ugly, so he has to play ugly.
But get your ass up off the ground,
But come on, dog. I've played with I've seen 3 people before in the game and had to make that hit. It is incredible, but you don't it's everything.
If they lose that game, he shows up to the presser with an eye patch
Oh,
on.
right.
I'm calling it now.
It's like when he did a thing with his hand when it's like, come on,
That's a good call.
Like, come on, dog. Like you won. I need you to be just show grit. I don't want to hear about seeing 3 people. I just want to hear I saw that little light-skinned joker, and he's been talking all that trash, and I just was like, take that.
Remember when they lost in the finals?
Tell your wife that I like my grits thick with cheese and butter and scramble my eggs like a real man.
Oh, I
with
forgot
my
he
yolk.
was a cooking guy.
I forgot her name. Tell Aisha when after the game, I want my pancakes with the crisp edges. It's just like I think
their kids are so cute. Come on now.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on now.
I want it.
I'm not going to talk about people's kids.
They're cute.
They're cute.
Yeah, I'm not hating on his children. I just
wasn't
don't
his
like
wife
his
a Disney Channel star at some point or something like
I think
that?
she was something. She's a tease. She's not like.
She's
That's why I didn't
Nickelodeon.
understand the whole thing where she was all thirst trapping. Like I'm not getting attention.
Yeah,
You're a
have you
child
heard
star.
this,
Come
Mia?
on, man. Like let's relax.
What's that,
That
JJ?
really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that there are all these women throwing themselves, but me the past 10 years I don't have any of that. I have zero, this sounds weird, but male attention. And so then I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What
And then like
Imagine
she's.
listening to
But
that.
you have a husband who loves you and
Oh
makes
my God,
millions
Mia,
of
you're so great.
dollars.
Mia, you're the first woman that just said that.
What?
You didn't have to be coerced or anything. You use common sense and oh my God, wow.
Hopefully that gets the Mia is the female hacker crowd to calm down out here because we got they have the same nasally tone. That's somebody else. I mean,
relax.
listen, man.
I could see
I had
that.
a day off. Today's my Sunday,
Okay, I thought.
Well, I have to change my hate o'clock now. I was gonna go with another basic one, really, just to make James laugh, since my most famous hate o'clock here on the Sports Den is, of course, the pumpkin bread.
Right.
I was gonna do a hate o'clock about why I hate getting gel nails done.
What's gel nails?
So as opposed to just painting your nails, if you go to the salon and you do the gel, the shellac, whatever they call it, it stays on longer But the issue you run into is it'll just start peeling slowly on its own. So like, for example, you see my thumb right now, like half of it's on, half of it's not, right? So if I go to like put my hair in a ponytail, the hair gets caught in the nail.
Yeah, you just.
I had to top the pumpkin bread. I had to give you some new material.
You really just like.
You're right. That was a bad hate.
You really just girled our show up.
I had to. Well, so I have a better hate o'clock. I just had to get that one off my chest.
We got a break though. You can't hate on me and JJ.
Well, my hate o'clock is about baseball, and I know we wanted to talk about unwritten rules of baseball.
All right, we'll just carry it on to the next.
We'll get it in the next segment. But the other stuff that you were talking about too, we got
my
to get
other
the
hate
ETN.
o'clock. I have
So
a
we're
lot
gonna
of
let
hate
you
o'clocks.
we're gonna let you get those two in the
You're a
next
hater.
segment. Hate o'clock brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods. Go check them out off of Normandy. We'll be right back.
Jaguars, Gators, Seminoles. Jacksonville's football station, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is a tribute to all you plumbing do-it-yourselfers.
You do it yourself, yeah.
The extremely handy who know what's up to code.
You know the building code.
How to solder pipes.
Fire up the torch.
Snake a drain.
Got your own snake.
How to fix a leaky U-joint or P-trap.
You get up under your sink, you work upside down, yeah.
We salute your drive, free time, courage. For the rest of you who just want it done right and done quickly, Duck Duck Rooter won't disappoint you. Visit duckduckrooter.com. When you owe the IRS and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for affordable IRS tax representation. J. David Tax Law can stop any IRS collection action and protect you from financial devastation. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist, waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
All-Pro Leon Searcy here. Spring season is here, and seeing those green yards and fields is the encouragement you need to visit Coastal Equipment, your Kubota dealer. The only Kubota superstore in North Florida. Check out the full line of Kubota tractors, utility vehicles, and zero-turn mowers. They also carry a full line of tractors and construction implements. Visit Coastal Equipment in Jacksonville and in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment.
Your North Florida Kubota superstore. Kubota.
Who's making moves?
You gotta go faster, faster!
What's the latest in rumor and speculation?
Are you serious?
When the NFL offseason moves, so do 1010XL and Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
That's what greatness is!
Did you know that for every inch of rain on a 2,000 square foot roof, 1,500 gallons come off the eaves of the roof? Call Clearwater Seamless Gutters and Drainage, and we'll design a plan using our Clearwater Seamless Gutters, and we'll connect those gutters to a Clearwater drainage system to solve your erosion and standing water issues.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage too.
SeamlessGuttersJacksonville.com.
No one outfits golfers better than Edwin Watts Golf Shops. We've been fitting golfers since 1968. Utilizing cutting-edge fitting technology, we'll analyze your swing and our Foresight launch monitors and fit you with the perfect club, pair of shoes, the latest golf apparel, golf balls, bags, and more. So come by today for your complete custom fitting. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Looking to be your own boss in a proven business model like construction and working outdoors? Superior Fence and Rail is franchising in new markets all over the Southeast, from Birmingham to Savannah, and even a few more markets in Florida. Come win with us and redefine the fence industry. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail to learn more about starting a fence franchise today.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey, it's Bert Cannon, Sports Commissioner at the First Coast YMCA. This summer, it's time to rediscover everything we've been missing. At the Y, we're committed to being your home for health and wellness, and also a place for community, belonging, and a whole lot of fun in a safe environment. Now level up your game in the Y's new National Esports program. We offer the safest competitive video game experience through a private, moderated platform just for kids. Get details at fcymca.org.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Go to thehumidor.com, type in Sports Den, get 20% off because we told you to. That helps the show run. It helps it move. We just had our 8 o'clock. Guys, I know I see on the Facebook and the YouTube, they want us to talk about Kwame Brown. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. It's well enough fuel for the fire.
Although I did bring it up to James earlier off the air.
You did. I want to keep you out because Kwame's snapping back on people. Like, Kwame's like, he's clapping. And, yeah, I've seen Kwame act this way before. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, you know, I think it was a 2,000 comment roast of Kwame Brown by Jacksonville.
How old is he? I didn't
people.
realize he's 39.
Oh, I thought he was older than that.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was younger.
Well,
No, that sounds about right.
no, I mean, yeah.
Drafted in the early 2000s.
Yeah, 2001. Yep.
18 years old.
Wow, okay.
Out of Glen Academy, baby.
OG Deloach, I might even get him to call in because he says he knows a little bit about it, but he's crazy. But go ahead and give us, like, you were talking about, like, this unwritten rules thing intrigues me.
Yeah. So 2 examples of unwritten rules this week. We'll start with the fun one for all you Braves fans out there, which is just, of course, the continued bat flipping. Is it fun? Is it not?
Acuna Jr., right?
Acuna Jr. I loved it. He looks at the dugout, tells him to shh.
I liked it.
Listen,
Talk your talk.
make baseball fun again. I mean, we got all these no-hitters. We have 6 in a season. The record is 7. It's May 20th. Baseball goes till September. So, I mean, listen, I love a good pitching duel, but I also enjoy seeing some dingers, right? So speaking of dingers, in the White Sox-Twins game, I believe it was the Twins game a few weeks ago, blowout game, position player comes in to pitch because why not? And the White Sox hitter, and I apologize if I'm getting these facts wrong, hits a 3-0 pitch for a home run, even though the game was already out of reach. His manager, Tony La Russa.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about, yeah.
Tony La Russa was not too happy because unwritten rules say you shouldn't keep your foot on the pedal. I don't know. I mean, are we participation trophy culture? Like, that's what it speaks to me. But that says to me, it's not that we're headed towards participation trophy culture. It says to me that we're trying to bring it. That's what we were in baseball, and we're trying to be more individualistic and me, and that's what Tony La Russa wants to stop. Tony La Russa suggested that then the next time that guy came up through the lineup, whether it was that day or the next day, he would have been okay with the opposing pitcher throwing at him. And needless to say, White Sox fans were not too happy. They haven't been very happy with La Russa since he came out of retirement to coach Chicago, who is in first place, but winning, it doesn't solve everything.
CC Sabathia spoke on that.
They did throw at him, by the way, and we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, but she's not. I mean,
you think that Tony La Russa is into give everybody a trophy culture?
No, I think it's.
Okay.
I think
that's what you're trying to say.
No. What I'm saying is, like, how would we define or characterize then what baseball used to be of like the not keeping the foot on the pedal? That it was unwritten rules, like just take a step back and,
It's 15-4.
That part I don't care. The part
in the
that,
8th inning.
like you said,
I don't think it's about keeping the foot on the pedal.
Well, like you said, they didn't burn the arm. That was their fault. They could have put a better pitcher out there to end the game.
They put a position player out there.
Right. I'm saying they could have put.
It was funny when Anthony Rizzo pitched a few weeks ago, though. That was funny for the Cubs.
Now
but
help me with this. CC Sabathia.
Yeah.
What position?
He was a pitcher
So
for the Yankees.
a pitcher.
He was a pitcher for the Yankees.
A pitcher.
Yeah.
This S is terrible. He shouldn't be blinking managing the team. He's a stupid.
Well, that
Tony La Russa.
That also stems from some other comments. I think.
I'm just saying, like, it's just ironic, but like, whatever.
And who cares what he says?
I really don't care. Like
they're first place. They're not firing Tony La Russa. Tony La Russa.
Tony La Russa was going to mess it up himself if history's.
I mean, I get why everyone's hating on this, but it is what it is. It's baseball. Yeah. They threw at him.
Yeah, unwritten rules are unwritten rules.
But what I was saying
the
yesterday.
Coach encouraged, like the opposing coach, like the coach of the hitter.
I've never
encouraged the other team to throw
like
it.
JJ, you brought up a good point.
Yes.
You were like in football, like, and I played for an old man.
You guys are the ones who are sounding soft.
No, if my coach, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I having a well-run,
because throwing at someone's so inappropriate.
It is.
Oh
yeah,
my
you pouted. You're crying because I'm whooping your ass.
They're not
so
crying.
What you do? So
they're not crying. They're throwing at you.
What you do is you go out again. It's not that if hitting somebody couldn't get you in trouble with the MLB, and it was in the but listen, if it was in the confines of the game, I have zero problem with it. Zero problem with it. When I hit my home run, I did not cheat. I did not do anything outside of the constructs of the game. You felt I showed you up. If you don't want me to show you up, don't put a position player out there. Put a real pitcher out there that throws some heat.
I know. That was what I agreed with.
I know you agree with.
The whole thing was a joke. But in general, how we're just saying, we're generalizing. They're like, oh, you shouldn't throw at people. That's stupid. You
could still throw at people. That's an unwritten rule that I'm okay with.
You're trying to tell hockey fans. Ain't nobody trying to tell hockey fans, oh, you guys need to stop fighting.
I think the bigger issue
you're not watching baseball, so who cares?
It's technically in the constructs of the game because you already know you're going to get a penalty, which is fine. It's a fair fade. It's two people squared up.
In hockey that guys always hit fair? Dude, guys get blasted blindsided all the time.
You just said the fight. You're not talking about cross-checking.
But that leads to a fight. There's guys that
cross-checking is a penalty, but it's still part of the game. It's like crackback blocks. But when you brought up fighting, the first thing you brought up.
Plays in football too.
Fighting. What you brought up is two men looking each other in the eye and deciding that they want to throw punches. It is not one person with a projectile throwing it at somebody. That's what hitting somebody. That it's a one-sided.
But how are you fine with one thing and not fine with another?
Because a straight up fade, two people have the opportunity. Here's how I'll be fair with it like this. Give me a baseball. You throw a baseball. You throw a baseball at me and let me throw a baseball at you, and we're fine. That's too fair.
Works.
No.
Not
another pitcher.
And they do fight.
They
fight all the time.
Not the pitchers. See, like whoever Acuna, whatever my man's name is, if you beef on Acuna and Acuna Matata, the pitcher, Acuna Matata, the pitcher throws at Acuna.
It happened 2 years ago with the Marlins, and the Marlins pitcher came up and they throw at him. It happens.
No, what I'm saying is, if you got to sit there, if you got to
and don't watch baseball,
I'm tired of pacified
telling exactly how the game needs to be played.
It's pacified.
You don't care.
It doesn't. I don't. You're right. I don't care. But if it shows up on my timeline and I see it and I think it's crazy and I think it's softer than fresh baked cookies, I get to say it. You know why? Because from 8 to 10 p.m. I have a sports show.
Baseball needs to change this.
No,
why?
They
so you
don't.
Can continue to not watch?
No, I'm just saying unwritten rules are stupid. You can have your unwritten rules. Keep them. They're not changing. My opinion's not changing that they're stupid. It's okay for people to have dumb rules and me to say that the rules are dumb, and it's okay for you to keep the dumb rules. It's sports talk. We're talking about it. If it wasn't trending on Twitter, we wouldn't talk about it.
People who don't care about baseball that want to constantly bring up unwritten rules. Like, dude,
I just found out about the unwritten rules. I think I'm curious to it. I actually want to be in. I actually would like, after talking to Bob Kendrick with the Negro League Baseball Museum, I actually got into it. It made me want to watch it, but then I see this stupid mess.
Oh, and you don't think that they had anything like that
I believe they might have, but to me, they might have, but I would say it was stupid too. What it is what I look at it is just because
It's
I don't care
baseball.
tomorrow, I care today, doesn't mean I can't care tomorrow. I might want to watch baseball. I actually see, when I see Acuna do the backflip, that was cool as hell.
But
That's
you're not going to
entertaining.
watch baseball
I
because
don't
of that.
know. I'm going to a Royals game this year. What's the last live baseball game you've been to? As a fan.
Well, I didn't go last year
But what I'm
because
saying,
nobody
my
went
point
last
is,
year.
I'm not a fan, but I might want to go to a game. I might want to learn about the game. And when I see this stuff right here, I'm like, damn, that's kind of soft as I'm learning about the game and talking about
But
it.
I
and
don't
pushing it
understand how you
forward.
can say
I don't like,
something is soft.
you didn't
but
like
the
NASCAR
hardest
last
thing
year.
about it, I hate NASCAR.
You did, but you watched NASCAR
that
last
was
year.
when literally no sports were
But the
on.
thing is
so
you
that's
saw.
a terrible
So when
comparison.
nothing's on, guess what I'm watch?
No, you don't. Nothing's on every summer, and you're not watching baseball.
I'm talking about Acuna
That's a
Matata
lie.
right now. Y'all told me about
But you're not
some
ever going
Japanese
to watch
robot, some Japanese robot that throws 97 and can hit yard. That
And you're
is
not going to
interesting
go
to me.
watch that.
I actually do want to watch it. Like I don't like. I'm getting interested in it, and as you grow and you find out about stuff, because I'm at least willing to admit I'm ignorant to it. I'm ignorant to it, but at least people who actually have played it, like one of my friends, Amar, who played it on a big time level, commented, says, yes, some of those rules are stupid. He loves baseball. But you know what? He's willing to admit there are unwritten rules, and you know what about our unwritten rules? Some of them are stupid.
Of course.
That's not, again, so it's fine to admit that, yes, this is kind of silly, but this is just the way we do it. When you point out something in football, like a crackback block, it sucks. It happens. They have now heavily policed it right now.
That
It's a
every
stupid,
single
violent
sport
rule.
has unwritten rules.
But it's not an unwritten
they
rule.
don't talk about it like they do in baseball, but every single sport has unwritten rules.
We just call them playing the game.
And-
like
and
Oski, interception. Oski. I don't even know what Oski
So
means.
you call him something else, but it's the same thing. When a guy screws up in a certain way,
all right, so wait a minute.
you're
We're
gonna teach
yelling
him
at
a
each
lesson.
other. You're saying that, yes, it happens and it's stupid.
It happens
I'm saying
in every
it's
single
stupid,
sport.
and we're still in going back and forth.
I'm not saying it's stupid. I think bringing a pitcher or bringing a position player in and having a 3-0 count and throwing a 47-mile-an-hour fastball and complaining that he didn't take it when you're bringing a position player in to begin with is stupid. But most of these unwritten rules are not stupid.
Which ones aren't? Because outside of the hitting people, because I don't know a lot of.
I think when you're showing up somebody on the other team and they throw at you, that's perfectly fine.
So, Mia, your first comment in this was trophy stuff.
Yes.
What would be the epitome? Like, you're getting your ass whooped and you're upset that somebody's showing you up. That's not. Like,
We're going to take pity just so the game
that's
can
what I'm
be done.
saying. Like, in the crux of it, no matter if it's in the written rules, in the crux of it, that's I-9 sports. This is professional sports.
When it's 9-0 in one of your boys' games.
I'm going to make it 12-0.
Like I said last night, to act like in football and basketball and hockey and every damn sport there is, that when it's a blowout, teams don't take their foot off the pedal. You're lying. You're being disingenuous.
People do, but the schools that I like, the ones that I almost went to, the University of Miami and Florida State, when we were up, we kept going up because the guys who were number 2s were All-Americans as well.
Dude,
it's not our fault that your guys suck.
It's definitely not cool to be throwing the ball around the yard when you're up 40 points in football in the fourth quarter. We all know that.
If you put a bunch of unathletic kids in a game, and I have a squad full of guys, and you haven't taken, now the only way in high school is different. High school and under, they have things called mercy rules. Now they have the running clock. They have things set up to make it go. Unfortunately, in college and the pros, they don't have these things because you're an adult.
And they run the ball.
What I'm saying,
they run the clock.
So if I score,
and they don't throw the ball down the field and run up the score.
Yeah, we got to take a break.
JJ,
Yes,
I just didn't realize you loved baseball this much. My God.
No, he loves arguing this much, and that's why I love JJ.
And the text line is telling me that I need to be more of a referee. So we promise when we come back after this timeout, we'll
me and
officiate.
JJ argue all the time. That's why I like JJ.
No, I'm tired of people who don't care about baseball acting like we got to change the game.
No,
like,
we
dude,
don't have to
you
change it.
don't care.
I just don't
so
want people
continue to stop caring. Because us
soft.
baseball people like it the way it is.
JJ, baseball man, we got to take a
In the
time
South,
out.
we got to take a break.
Like we got to take
Yes,
a break.
we
We
do.
got to take a break.
And now he's not even going to take it. He's that angry at you, James, and now he won't
He
take
didn't
it.
get it. He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. He didn't get it. Now it's on me. All right, we'll see. We'll bring something else a little bit less argumentative on the other side.
Now, a PGA Championship update on 1010XL, brought to you by
Hella Windows and Doors.
and Edwin Watts Golf.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 103rd PGA Championship, sponsored by Prevagen. Prevagen is the most recommended memory support brand by pharmacists. Corey Connors has the lead all to himself after one round at Kiowa. Connors 5 under par. Australian Cam Davis is 2 back at 3 under in his first PGA Championship.
It was a really solid round other than kind of one really poor swing. Other than that, most of the round was really solid. I'm pleased with the way I finished. Those difficult holes down the finishing stretch there, and plenty of good stuff for tomorrow.
And Davis putting a triple bogey at 6 behind him. Brooks Koepka is also 3 under, 2 back. Colin Morikawa and Phil Mickelson both 2 under. That's 3 off the pace. Bryson DeChambeau declared the Ocean Course the most difficult he's ever played. DeChambeau battled to an even par 72. He's 5 back. Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama 1 over 73. That's 6 back. Rory McIlroy at 3 over. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
You're still running your business on QuickBooks? QuickBooks? More like quicksand. The bigger your company grows, the faster you sync with outdated software that just can't keep up. You don't have time to spend dealing with manual processes, multiple systems, delays, and scrambling to get the numbers you need. It's time to get on solid ground. NetSuite by Oracle, the scalable solution to run all of your key back office operations, no matter how big your company grows. NetSuite gives you visibility and control over your financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. Everything you need to grow all in one place. NetSuite helps you automate your key business processes and close your books in a fraction of the time. Think days, not weeks. In fact, 93% of surveyed organizations increased their visibility and control of their business since making the switch from QuickBooks to NetSuite. Right now, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind financing program only for those ready to graduate from QuickBooks. Head to netsuite.com/golf. That's special financing for you graduates at netsuite.com/golf.
The Gators, the Knowles, the Dogs, and the Canes. College football starts and ends here. 1010XL.
Tobacco-free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to school, never come back to school, I'll never come back, I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Baloo here for the Blue Crab House. You know, I'm a regular guy. I always tell you about the same things. Not today. How about right now the fish and chips? My dad visited lately, said it was the largest portion he's ever had. Also, right now at the Blue Crab House, $1 oysters. That's right, 10 oysters, $10. Jewington Creek Road, open daily at 4:30. We'll see you at the Blue Crab House.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Rediscover the comfort of being home. Prosser here. Lifetime Enclosures can help with sunrooms, screen enclosures, lanai conversions, outdoor kitchens, you name it. They got it. My parents invested in their comfort with Lifetime Enclosures. They love their new and improved outdoor space. By coming into their showroom, you can enjoy up to an additional $450 in savings at Lifetime Enclosures. Their staff observes all CDC guidelines and social distancing. And don't forget to stop by Lifetime Flooring next door. Tell them Jeff sent you. License CRC 028471.
If you love the sea and want to bring it home, stop in to Ocean Reef Pets in Neptune Beach. Ocean Reef now has instructional classes from beginners to experts. Learn from the best at Ocean Reef Pets. Follow us on Facebook for the full schedule. Ocean Reef Pets in Neptune Beach.
Get local wealth and finance advice from someone who's navigating the markets every day. Financial and tax planning, stock market trends, small business, and more. Navigating Financial Markets with Chris and Jenny. Saturday morning at 11 on 1010XL.
Want to watch and play golf at the same time? Coastal Indoor Golf is running PGA Championship specials all week. Come enjoy a beer, play around, and watch the tourney, all without breaking a sweat. Rain or shine, Coastal Indoor Golf always has perfect weather. Over 170 total courses to choose from, including Pebble Beach, all powered by TrackMan. Coastal Indoor Golf in Jacksonville Beach. Book your tee time today at coastalindoorgolf.com.
Breathe in.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Fall Out Boy. Weezer. The Hella Mega Tour.
Welcome to
One night, 3 of rock's biggest bands. TIAA Punk Field, Saturday, July 31st. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
We have big rolls of carpet, hardwood too, laminate, tile, area rocks for you. At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Our prices are low, 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 low.
At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Don't delay, we'll put it in next day.
At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man. Y'all don't see us now, you hear? At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Visit one of our mega flooring stores or go to carpetman.biz or
Call 838-6705, the Carpet Man.
When I say famous, what comes to mind? Celebrities? Athletes? What about vehicle maintenance? Oh, okay, auto repair. Exactly. When I say fast and affordable care for your ride, why not get famous? And think about Famous Quick Lube. With 12 locations open 7 days a week, super fast service, and still famous. So get famous with fast, reliable oil change service starting at just $20. Now that's how you get famous. At Famous Quick Lube, servicing every customer like they're famous.
Instant Keys offers honest professional locksmith service for lost or broken keys and keyless entry remotes. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. 722-1111.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
The Sports Den, that was not fueled by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, but it definitely
You
gets
need
in.
some ABC Fine Wine and
love
Spirits if you're me after listening to
Mia,
that argument.
That's just part of the show.
Yeah, Mia turned straight Denny Thompson and like froze. Like she was like, "Oh my God, what is going on?"
If you can't hang with a little baseball argument, then
it's a little.
Give you guys a quick scoreboard update for the
JJ 1, James 0.
Only JJ believes
for the few hockey fans out there, we know you're out there. The Panthers just defeated the Lightning in overtime, 6-5.
What?
Two Florida teams going at it
I don't like when we got to beef this early.
on the ice.
I want to go. I hope
I only
Tampa.
talk
so
about
what's
Iceman on
So
this
they
show.
got to play another game now in Tampa, game 4.
So how many?
Tampa was up 2-0, and now this was game 3.
Okay, so I need Tampa to go to the finals because I actually have a chance to. I'll go to that.
Okay.
If Tampa and the Las Vegas team can both make, oh man, I'm
Then
going to
you're
see
set.
one of those.
And for the NBA fans out there, the Wizards blasting past the Pacers, 112-83. Really cool picture of a former Gator, Bradley Beal, and Russell Westbrook circulating the internet. Go check it out.
All right, we got short time. I need you to talk to us about
My real hate
the
o'clock.
real hate o'clock.
My real hate o'clock. The video was posted by a station that I am not affiliated with here in town of Tim Tebow arriving for his first day of Jaguars practice. And he was walking to the field with a player with the last name Jones. That Jones player, their jersey number, his jersey number, I don't know what pronouns he wants to use, but his jersey number, 83. People immediately hop on the internet, on the Twitter machine, and they're, oh my God, look, it's the two oldest guys on the team, Tim Tebow, and he's trying to lecture 10-year veteran Marvin Jones about how he should be a player. Marvin Jones probably weighs about 40 pounds less than Tim Jones. Marvin Jones also wears the number 11. Also, if Tim Tebow had gone over to Marvin Jones, it would have been Marvin Jones that was giving Tim Tebow some information about how to run a route. I don't know if Timmy Boy is familiar with some of the route running prowess of Marvin Jones, but I did post that on my Twitter video courtesy of the Jags of Marvin running some routes yesterday. Jesus will take pity on us all if Tim Tebow could ever run a route like Marvin Jones. So that's my hate o'clock, my real hate o'clock. We've had a lot of those. There's a lot of hate that a lot of people are getting off their chests here on the Sports Den. But that was mine, just because on Twitter today, James, and you and I both talked about it on Twitter. All these people, Marvin Jones, Marvin. You guys better get used to who Marvin Jones is, because from what we have heard, from what Denny Thompson has heard, Marvin Jones is going to be a very big key in this offense come fall.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Man, how do I say? Because this guy, I care about people's feelings. It's going to be amazing to see a wide receiver that can run a route. Like, what happens? Like, what would change in a quarterback that can, and I don't even want to blame the other quarterback, because after seeing that compared to something else, like compared to other routes that were being ran, it almost makes me have more empathy for Gardner. But to see a receiver understand the timing, have body control, will that be contagious? Will now we get multiple wide receivers running like that? Or would it just be so good and so clear that it even, now you have a true number one, which opens it up for your number two and your number three. So now you can have checkdowns. When you have no elite wide receiver, it's very difficult to make an assessment of what the receiver room is.
Right, which is fascinating for all those out there that believe that DJ Chark is the number one wide receiver here in Jacksonville. Well, what will the influence of Marvin Jones do then? I mean, does that ease some of the burden on DJ Chark that allows for him to prosper and learn maybe how he should have been running routes the last few years? And I think a lot of it comes down to coaching as well, because it isn't Keenan McCardell. Sanjay Lal now as the wide receiver coach, and I'm curious. Lal, excuse me. I'm curious what that brings to the table. Not to mention Darrell Bevell has obviously worked with Marvin Jones the last 2 years, and I mean, Marvin Jones was already an NFL receiver well before he became the offensive coordinator with the Lions, but I would think it has something to do with why he came here.
I think a lot of times people kind of confuse things. Like Marvin Jones, I don't think an NFL coach is the reason why Marvin Jones runs the routes the way he runs it. An NFL player that was really good at routes may have set him down, or he probably got with somebody who was really, really good at running real routes. And this is what I brought up yesterday. Like, a lot of these guys, they work, and it's not to say they don't work hard. They work hard, but you'll watch the videos. We watch Jameis videos every day during the quarantine, and none of them made sense. There's guys that you'll watch, and they'll do these cone drills, and it's very well choreographed. It looks good, but the reality is it's not helping them run better routes. So that's that. But Marvin Jones is not being discipled by Tim Tebow.
What is that guy's name?
Tim Jones.
Tim Jones. Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll forget about it once he's cut, unfortunately. Don't forget about us. We got one more break. The Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com.
Now, a PGA Championship update on 1010XL, brought to you by
Pella Windows and Doors
and Edwin Watts Golf.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 103rd PGA Championship, sponsored by Dell. For your small business needs, call a Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. Corey Connors finishing strong in the first round at Kiowa. A 50-foot birdie off the green at 15. Another birdie at 16. Pars at 17 and 18. And the Canadian has the lead at 5 under.
As soon as you make the turn back into the wind, last few holes they're all beasts. You don't really get any short clubs in your hand. You got to hit solid shots, or you're going to pay the price. And the last few days in my preparation, I've focused a lot on hitting those shots. Hopefully, that's something I can draw off of the rest of the weekend.
Connors has a 2-shot advantage. 4-time major champion Brooks Koepka, one of 6 players at 3 under. Koepka admits he's still months away from being 100% after right knee surgery in March. Jordan Spieth 1 over. Dustin Johnson 4 over. He's 9 back. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
It's Small Business Month, and Dell Technologies and Windows are celebrating your unstoppable drive. Save up to 45% on powerful PCs with Windows 10 Pro to work from anywhere, plus top monitors and docks for the ultimate business setup, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right business tech, server, storage, and cloud solutions at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for Small Business Month savings.
Oh, come on! 4!
There it is. In golf, the right adjustments can make all the difference. We feel the same way about financial planning. With Fidelity Wealth Management, your dedicated advisor will work with you to create a personalized plan for your full financial picture. And as your needs change, they'll help you make adjustments so you can stay on target. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC.
The big names, the best shots. That's a beauty. Coverage of the PGA Championship on 1010XL is presented by Pella Windows and Doors and Edwin Watts Golf. Great shot. Follow the leaders on 1010XL.
It's true. Mortgage rates are still low. It's also true they won't stay low forever. Looking to save money and lower your monthly payment? True Mortgage is offering a 15-year fixed at just 1.75% rate, 2.140% APR with no third-party fees. That's right, a 15-year fixed at just 1.75% rate, 2.140% APR. We'll even pay your title, escrow, and appraisal fees. Yes, it's true. Save hundreds, even thousands now with low rates. Relax and feel confident you locked in a lifetime of true value. Call True Mortgage now at 800-706-2750. 800-706-2750. 800-706-2750. Or apply online at truenow.com. Sign on the line, Inc. DBA True Mortgage is located at 100 Spectrum Center Drive, Station 520, Irvine, California, 92618. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply based on a loan amount of $400,000. Monthly principal and interest payments. Primary residence only with a 50% loan to value. Not all applicants will qualify. NMLS number MLD 1713.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor-trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor-trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Here's your 1010XL First Coast Community Calendar.
If you'd like to work for the Jumbo Shrimp this summer, be sure to attend the job fair this Wednesday from 4 to 7 at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. And bring your resume.
If you have a child interested in basketball or football, the Police Athletic League offers summer leagues where local police officers work to build positive relationships with the kids. You can sign up at jaxpalsports.org.
There is a critical need for all blood types. Please consider donating to one of the local blood donation centers.
You can get a COVID-19 vaccination at Gateway Mall in Norwood Avenue from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. until May 25th.
Builders Care is always looking for volunteers, and there are so many ways you can help. Log on to builderscare.org.
If you're involved in a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, find out how at 1010XL.com.
Whether you're driving for distance, pitching for precision, or putting to win it all, come to Edwin Watts Golf Shop to get custom fit for all your clubs throughout your bag. Hit a few balls and let our team show you the latest swing technology and data that will help optimize your game. Having each club tailored to become your gamers will help you start shooting lower scores. Let Edwin Watts Golf Shops help you make every shot the perfect one. Come in and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey,
Hey, it's Burt Cannon, Sports Commissioner at the First Coast YMCA. This summer, it's time to rediscover everything we've been missing. At the Y, we're committed to being your home for health and wellness and also a place for community, belonging, and a whole lot of fun in a safe environment. Now level up your game in the Y's new National Esports program. We offer the safest competitive video game experience through a private, moderated platform just for kids. Get details at fcymca.org.
If you're an experienced skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $31.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's $45 an hour. Local 234 has been around for 120 years, and that means something. Visit ua234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
The Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off. That's the commercial. Just do it because you like us. We may try to get them to sponsor a new segment with our guy Dom called Cooking with Dom. Dom, you have given me new inspiration on how to make the perfect fried chicken.
I've never used coconut flour, Dom. I'm starting to think maybe I should.
Yeah, we'll keep that between us. We just know you. Sometimes you guys really get into the show. You're texting other people, and you get in arguments with them like you get in arguments with us, and you cross text. So let's just
love you guys.
Have you ever sent a sext to someone who wasn't supposed to go to?
Yeah.
A picture or just
No, I don't send pictures.
Okay.
I don't send pictures. It wasn't anything overly suggestive. It was actually more like you're cute or something like that.
Oh,
like
that's
flirtatious.
Okay,
A little more
that's not bad.
A little more flirtatious than you're cute, but like nothing.
Mia? Anything that Dad accidentally got?
I sent it to my best friend.
I was like, that got weird.
Well,
real
that's
quick.
safe.
No, I sent it like my
Anything
guy.
that's not
I
your
was gonna
mom.
say,
It was a guy though.
I think I've done like
it was weird.
Like I've gotten somebody's number at a bar and then I text the wrong dude type deal.
drunk.
I think I've done, but drunk, so it doesn't count. Anything that happens after 1 o'clock doesn't count. So, well, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on, boys. Twice in 1 week.
She segued that. I love that, man. Mia showed us a little Sports Den
I
swag,
didn't know you had that
and then
in
she
you.
boom went to like I'm TV Mia again.
You're
Awesome.
very like buttoned up. You know, I didn't realize you were so.
I don't know who's listening, man. We got kids listening. Think
That-
of the
I
kids.
was shocked that you said
At
that.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
we tell people that all
Very
the time.
1980s
They write
stuff.
into our bosses and say, "I can't believe these guys
you
said
have these
this
guys
on the
arguing
radio."
about baseball at
Like,
9:30.
and I always respond, if your child is listening to Sports Talk Radio, you're a terrible parent, and you deserve for Child Protective Services to take you.
9:30 at night. Yes.
Well,
on a school
put
night.
on Pete the Cat.
In general, but Pete the Cat, my kids listen to Pete the Cat and Bruno Mars like normal kids. Like they're not
And the
living,
baby.
Like and the baby. The baby loves the baby. My kid doesn't know who Frank Frangie is. I know who Frank
Well, that's
Frangie is.
disgusting.
Well, my son's just not ready for that kind of genius level intellect with Sports Talk Radio. Anyways, that's the show. You hear that. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Petty Friday, each and every Friday. MFTKs of the week, all kinds of different things. We'll talk about Kwame Brown because it is Petty Friday. Appreciate Mia O'Brien coming in and filling in for a one Denny Thompson as he lives his best life in Indianapolis. That's JJ LaSelva. I'm at Big Game James _36. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
God is dead, leaving you free to continue to be you. But I guarantee you, God can see you. I guarantee you, God can see through this gang.
This is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.